A lot of times people wear fragrances really just for the purposes of attracting somebody else. I mean, we want to smell good for ourselves, but if you ask a lot of people, they really want to smell good for somebody else. So, you know, fragrance goes a long way, not just in style, but attraction as well. And so you have this conversation going on with a lot of fragrances right now about pheromones. And I see a lot of different ads across social media for, you know, fragrance companies that are popping up that are specializing specifically in this. I was reached out to by a company based out of California called Puramor. Puramor. For whatever reason, I wanted to say Pureamor because you're going to need to put on the whole armor and make sure that you don't get trapped from these. But yeah, let's talk about Puramor based out of California. And they've got some great things here that if you're the type of person that you're looking for something that can definitely help aid you in attracting that special someone or taking your love life to the next level, and you're trying to do it at the right cost on a budget, but still at a high clip. Yeah, I think they got some things that can definitely help you out. Let's go ahead and jump into the conversation. Yo, what's going on, party people, fat boy family? I hope you guys are having an amazing, woo. Yeah, I'm having a real amazing day. Y'all forgive me trying to clear my voice there. Nonetheless, I appreciate you guys stopping by. You know what to do. Feel free, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. And while you're at it, go ahead and click the bells to be notified every single time I post new content to the channel. But let's go ahead and jump right into today's conversation, not waste any time. I do want to say right here, full transparency. This is where we hit the gong for SVU, Law and Order, or whatever. I was contacted by Pureamor, and they did compensate me specifically for this video. So shilling alert, if you want to click off now, that's completely up to you. As my shirt says, I understand, I just don't care. In one of my other videos, I did explain to y'all, and I tell y'all, we did have some specifically paid content coming. Now, here's the thing. I'm doing the review solely, again, these are my views. They didn't tell me anything that I needed to say. They're not holding a gun to my head. This is the first time they're seeing it. You know, I believe that I've established a level of rapport with you guys that where you can trust my integrity. You know what I'm saying? To say, okay, would I have done this without the money? Still, probably so, because I buy a lot of different things. So again, I just wanted to put that out there because I know I like to keep it 100 with y'all. And there's two things I'm not gonna lie about: fragrance and food. So instead of me trying to make money on the back end by giving you guys a link and some code or something like that, I'm like, nah, let's just do the payment up front. And that's what we decided to do. But enough of that. Now that we got that disclaimer out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into this, because regardless of that, I still think this is definitely something worth checking out. And I'll put the link in the description. I don't get a kickback, but I think these are solely sold on Amazon. So I'll put the link where you can actually get your hands on these. Now, this is a first time with you all. This is the first time. I know they definitely do stress that they use essential oils. So they're literally not trying to give you a bunch of chemicals, this, that, and the third. And they want you to have an amazing experience with the fragrance itself, and not with all the additives, the chemicals, and 1,000 other different things that we know can go inside of that. They also sent me 4 of these other ones that are really supernatural. They have like coconut oil, jojoba oil, or whatever, some vitamin E. They're almost kind of like really healthy. And this is kind of the packaging that they came in. All right. You know, slightly weird or whatever. You know, I'm not going to say weird in a bad way, but it's just like, okay. All right. So we'll start with the impressions first, so to speak, or inspired by, because I know these are what you guys would probably be most excited about. So let's start with Santal Luxe. And let's see if I can get my camera to cooperate. So this is what that looks like. Again, Santal Luxe. And this one is an impression or inspired by Lebeau's Santal 33. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to get these on scent strips because I don't have enough spaces on my arm to really give them. I'm going to do a couple on skin, but I don't have enough spaces to really do with each one of these or whatever. So, and these are 12 mLs. So we're talking about spicy sandalwood. Again, this is an extrait. So a beautiful, nice woody fragrance is what I'm expecting here. Okay. Decent atomizer. Ooh. Whoa. Whoa. Also, whoa. Whoa. I was not expecting that. That smells amazing. That smells amazing. Wow. 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 Okay. Okay. I mean, honestly, I didn't have an expectation. I get hit up by a lot of people these days, and I don't say yes to everything. But I saw the travel sizes with these. I do travel a lot, and so I thought this was great. I think they only come in these travel sizes. This is good. Beautiful, bright. You get the sandalwood, this fresh aromatic wood is there, which sounds crazy, but this is good. This is good. Now, notice I wish I could show you guys my disc. This is an extrait. Like, this is definitely an extrait. I don't know what the oil concentration specifically is on this one, but it definitely is an extrait because it's all over everything. So yeah, this is a win. Santal Luxe. This one right here is definitely a win. So let's keep going. All right, let's grab Velvet Opium, which again is their version of Black Opium from YSL, which is an absolute classic. Now you telling me, you know what? I don't doubt y'all. If where is it at? If that Santal Luxe was like that, and it's booming, like it's booming. Okay, I'm expecting amber. I'm expecting vanilla. I'm expecting to get some of that coffee. You know what I'm saying? That Black Opium has in there. Beautiful cashmere wood. Ladies, this is one y'all definitely gonna love. I have a decant of Santal 33 that I haven't even thought about. Y'all gonna make me go get a full bottle. Y'all gonna make me pull that decant back out and get a full bottle. Let me spray this direction. All right, orange, crazy amounts of orange blossom right off the top. I know what that is because that's one of my favorite notes, and it is strong. This is good. Super good. Definitely seductive. And the wood, I mean, that vanilla and the woods are there. This is good. I mean, this is a great impression of Black Opium. Wow. Okay. Okay. So I could definitely see, ladies. I don't think any that definitely leans feminine. I don't see, because of the floral aspect with that orange blossom in there. I can't see fellas wearing that one in particular, but that one is dope. Let's keep going. Now, this right here is like one of the most mass appealing fragrances to come out in the last 10 years. This is Sauvage Wild. And of course, we know this is their version of Dior's Sauvage. So I'm expecting a lot of ambroxan. I'm expecting a lot of lavender. This is sexy in a bottle for a lot of women. Love this DNA. So let's see what y'all talking about. Let's see what y'all talking about. Okay. This is not the EDT. I was thinking maybe they were going to go after the EDT. This is more so going after Elixir because it's super smoky. The ambroxan is there, but you know, the elixir has a lot of that cedar in there, super smoky. And when I should, and not cedar wood, but you get the wood nature, but more of that amber. Lavender, ambroxan, cedar, and amber. And it's real smoky. So this is like a cross between the parfum and the elixir. I thought they would have went after the EDT, which is the more mass appealing fragrance. So I'm kind of shocked that they took this route. So as far as capturing that, they did a good job. I will say it's not as strong, which is why I say it's got to be a cross between the parfum and the elixir, because you know the elixir is crazy. The parfum is crazy. I'm kind of shocked because the way they did Black Opium and the Santal 33 impressions, I thought they probably would have went after the more mass appealing one, but it takes some guts. That's good as well. That's good as well. Man, I got oil everywhere. This is crazy. For that kind of price though, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. All right. Scarlet Rouge. All right. That's what that is right there. We got that Scarlet Rouge. Of course, this is their impression. And I appreciate the fact that they're going after super popular fragrances, but that BR 540. So you guys know I'm really expecting that jasmine, that saffron, and some amber. That's what I'm expecting. Really that jasmine and saffron though. So let's see what we got going on. And I'm gonna still do this, even though these all deserve separate videos. We're gonna put them all in the same one. All right. This will be my least favorite. Now this is crazy because I don't care for the Sauvage Elixir DNA, but this would be my least favorite one so far. It's light. Let me get on skin. Paper is not going to do that one justice. That's oil. There's no alcohol in here. That is oil. Yeah, so it's there. The nuance is there, but it's super, super, super light. Super, super light. I don't know if this is going to be like an edible where it's going to sneak up on me later, but it's super, super light. Does it smell like BR 540? The BR 540 nature is there, but this is a not so good attempt. You don't get the jasmine and the saffron punch that you normally get from BR 540. It's just super warm. Yeah, not a fan of that. So if I had to rank those first four, easy. Santal Luxe would be number one by a long shot. As a man, I'm going to say Sauvage Wild. All right. With a close third, just because, you know, Black Opium, I think, smells on a woman, but, you know, it's not one of my favorites since the smell on a female. BR 540 was one of my favorites all time. So that would be third. And bringing up the rear in last place, we have, what is this? Scarlet Rouge. And again, the thing is, even just spraying on because people would say, well, you should have sprayed on your pulse points. Again, we know, you know, behind the ears and on the neck, the back of the knees. These are great pulse point areas. You know what I'm saying? To make sure you're getting the maximum projection and longevity from your fragrance. Also, these fragrances, now the ones I'm about to talk about, I do have experience with those. I have actually gone ahead and smelled them and did a little bit of a wearing. And so it'll be a little bit easier to kind of talk about them. But we're talking about, you know, with this quality of oil that you're getting, minimum of 8 hours. Now, these are, I wouldn't put these on, I would put these maybe on dark clothing. This is probably going to stain. I'm telling y'all the level of oil that I have over here on my desk, like oil. So if you got white clothes or something like that, be careful. It's probably going to stain them or whatever. Darker clothing, still be careful, because you know, sometimes with oil, you get oil spots in certain fabrics. It can be hard to get out. So yeah, just be mindful of that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into these next ones. We have vanilla cream, pistachio and salted caramel, which I'm a huge fan of, Brazilian jasmine and dragon fruit, and then strawberry cake. So I can go ahead and tell you right out the gate which ones are going to be my favorite. The Brazilian jasmine and dragon fruit. And I love stuff like this. They kind of remind me of Jo Malone. What it says, it's what it smells like. So let's start with that one first. Now, the atomizers with these are interesting. And I don't know if you can tell the oil concentration in here. You could tell the way this moves. There is not a lot of like DPG alcohol. I don't know if you can tell from this video, but this is thick. This is thick fluid, and it's having a hard time. So this is like all natural raw material. It's having a very hard time getting through this atomizer. Very hard time. But this is Brazilian jasmine and dragon fruit. This one was my favorite, because you get that jasmine, that white floral jasmine, and you get the fruitiness of the dragon fruit. This one puts you in the mind of that BR540D enabled just with natural products. It's like BR540 with a twist. Yeah. Huge fan of that one. Huge fan of that one. And then my second favorite, oh, I'm gonna have to clean up. Second favorite is pistachio and salted caramel. Like, this joint is shooting. So consider this like a version of your roll-on. Like, instead of you actually rolling it on, this you would actually shoot. You know how on some cleaners you have spray and then you have stream? This is not a spray bottle. This is a string bottle. So you would string this or whatever, and then you could rub it in like that. But again, pistachio and salted caramel. So pistachio, salted caramel, definitely females. Y'all are gonna love this, my fellas. You know, you want to kind of smell like a gourmand pistachio cake cookie, add some caramel to it. Definitely for fall or winter, this one is good as well. So this one is my second favorite. All right, and then let's hit what I think a lot of you ladies would absolutely love, which is this strawberry and cake. And here's the thing, and I'm gonna be honest, I am missing this thing completely. Like, this is gonna be, oh my God, this is crazy. We're crazy. Now, this one right here smells absolutely like a strawberry shortcake. It smells absolutely amazing. But it's not something I would wear. But strawberry and cake, if you want to smell like that, all of my Victoria's Secret ladies, all of my Bath and Body Works ladies, I'm pretty sure y'all got some things that'll go well with this. It smells like what it says. A nice piece. Matter of fact, I don't feel the best, but I'm kind of hungry. I could go for a piece of strawberry and cake right now myself with some fresh strawberries on it. That type of strawberry and cake, fresh strawberries. And then last but not least, and only because I like the other ones a little bit better, we have this vanilla cream. So I'm gonna try to see if y'all can see that running down. Y'all see that? That's what I'm talking about. That is all oil. So be careful. Yeah, vanilla cream. If you want to smell like creamy vanilla, not like a sugar cookie type vanilla, but just pure raw vanilla, like a whipped cream, like a whipped vanilla icing or something like that, that's what that is all day. So let's talk about the pros. The pros are, you have the bottles, they're Pure U versions. These right here. which are really based on the natural ingredients. Like I said, coconut oil, almond oil, jojoba oil, vitamin E fragrance oil. These, like I said, you really want to spray on your pulse points, your wrist, your hand, your ears, behind your knees. These are like natural. So you got strawberry cake, you got Brazilian jasmine and dragonfruit, you got vanilla cream, you got pistachio, salted caramel, boom. And then you have your impressions or your inspired bys, your Scarlet Rouge, your Santal Luxe, you know what I'm saying? These are meant for, you know, same rules apply, but you can tell there are a little bit of synthetics in here as far as like solely like safe synthetics solely for the purpose of being able to just be some additives and carry these things in a spray form a little bit further. So if you won't spray, go with this right here. If you won't stream, go with these right here. Nonetheless, I would probably stick with the ones that are impressions. And this Santal Luxe, Pureamor, if y'all offer a bigger size, let me know. Pause. Because I would highly be interested in this. I would rock this. Out of all of them, this is the one right here that I would absolutely rock. And so for the 4 of these, the impressions, it's like $34 to, and I'll post the other information about the other individuals. Like I said, they're seeing this the exact same time you're seeing this. This is my honest to God, 150,000% opinion. I'm sorry, y'all. I got oil everywhere. That's another good thing. The oil concentration is crazy. The negative thing is the oil concentration is crazy. So if you're into those natural smelling fragrances that aren't like impressions or anything like that, inspired by us, I mean, some people like oils, some people want, you know, to carry it. Hey, get in where you fit in. Pureamor, great job. Great job. I would work on the whole atomizer thing, you know, because if you feel like roll-ons are not that clean, if it's a hygiene thing, I get it. You know, I would just make sure people are aware that this is probably not spray type of perfume. This is more focused on the oil. But if you're talking about just some great impressions, you can call them clones, dupes, inspired bys, whatever. They have definitely done a good job. I don't know of many companies. I have not come in. There are plenty of clone companies out there, but I haven't come into contact with many companies that kind of prioritize more of, let's put these essential oils to the forefront. Let's remove all of this expensive marketing, you know what I'm saying, and kind of go direct to consumer. And they have some great reviews online, you know what I'm saying? So I'll post all of that information down in the chat. Great job. Again, to me, the one that's worth trying out the most is Santal Luxe. Number 1, I would say Sauvage Wild. Number 2, for my ladies, Velvet Opium. Number 3, definitely give those a try. And then on the other side, I would say Brazilian Jasmine and Dragonfruit. And then I would say Pistachio and salted caramel. The strawberry and cake, if you want to smell like that, that's cool. The vanilla cream, if you just want to add that as a layer, I think it's a great layer in the base, that as well. That BR540, their Rouge joint, yeah, a little disappointed. Maybe it's the batch or whatever, but yeah. But y'all know what to do. Appreciate y'all sticking with your boy this long. Feel free, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and while you're at it, go ahead and click the bell so you can be notified every single time I post more content to the channel. Until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Y'all be easy.